Welcome to the 2019 BAUER Clash of the Titans semifinal number 2. One team has already advanced, that is the Pittsburgh Gods. They got by Midnight Express 5-3 in semifinal number 1. And now it's the Toronto Orangemen and the Hamilton Hayes. Delayed penalty arm up, and it looks like a Hayes player injured down in the corner. As he is slow to get up, but a couple players coming to check on him. But a delayed penalty is coming against the Toronto Orangemen, so the Hayes will start this game with a 5-on-4 power play opportunity. So he seems to be okay. He's up on his feet, but a penalty is coming against the Toronto Orangemen. High sticking the call. So we're almost set to go here as the penalized player has been set off for the Orangemen. Jutras takes the draw for Hamilton. Forward battle continues here as the Orangemen able to clear that out. Played in over the line as the power play for the Hamilton Hayes goes to work. Down low to the far corner. Jutras in the middle, trying to open up a slot in the high slot. Shot, rebound, turned aside. As Zarnett makes a big save. That ball played in deep, rimmed around the boards. Unable to keep it in was the Hamilton Hayes, and now Hamilton back off the dasher board. Played in as the power play goes back to work. Provencal. Back up to the point. Shot from Lavisser. It was a pass attempt, actually, that gets blocked. And that'll be sent down the floor. 10 minutes remaining here in the opening period. A scoreless semifinal number 2. Back to the far wall. That shot, Zarnett easily steers that aside. Tanguay. Looks like he was going to shoot, but goes back to the point instead. The Hayes, of course, eliminated the Niagara War Pigs in that 5-round shootout. Tanguay was one of the shooters. Now he's got the ball up top. To the bench side. That doesn't go. Played back and controlled by the Hayes. Skolik. Up to Tanguay. Tanguay winds and fires. Rebound. That shot just misses wide. Penalized player, about a minute and a half left in his double minor for high sticking. Tanguay. They go across the floor east-west. Skolik blocked by the Orangemen. Here is Tanguay with the ball now. Plays that one back to the line. The Hayes have to hurry. They keep it in. Here comes the Orangemen, trying to kill off as much time as they can as A's Vito gets bumped off the ball, and that'll draw a penalty. So a penalty coming, a tripping minor going against the Hamilton Hayes. Tripping the call, 8:16 remaining in the opening period. Just about 30 seconds left in the minor penalty, the double minor rather, to the Orangemen. So Samuel PG goes off for the Hayes, minor for tripping. Face off to the left of Blanchard. The Hayes get that ball in deep. Four-on-four ball hockey, played to the near wall. Sent right back in, scoreless semifinal number 2. Winner of this game moves on to play the Pittsburgh Gods. Out comes Hamilton. Here's Marc-Andre Trudeau. Shot scores! Marc-Andre Trudeau, a little nifty backhand pass to the far wall. And the Hamilton Hayes capitalize on a 4-on-4 opportunity. And they take a 1-0 lead. Ben Jutras, just a great shot on a good feed from Marc-Andre Trudeau. So 1-0 Hayes. The penalized player for the Orangemen about to come out of the box. And they'll have about a minute and a half power play. That face off, one back, but goes clearly out of play. So now no zone as the face-off's just outside the line of the Hamilton Hayes. One nothing Hamilton. 5-on-4 opportunity now for the Orangemen. Dance around the line, the Orangemen find their way in. Hamilton, he tries to find a way to break through this Orangeman power play. Thrown towards the goal, that one just got around Zarnett. Out front, spins, fires, Zarnett with a 2-pad stack. Back come the Orangemen. Thrown in deep. Toronto chasing it after it here. 40 seconds remaining in the minor penalty. As that ball comes right at us here where we're broadcasting from at Haig Bowl Arena. Disappointed with myself, actually. Should have had that catch, but let it go right off the wall. Almost took out our cameraman, Kevin Jack, who had to dodge that ball and protect the camera as well. 6:51 left here in the first period. 1-0 Hamilton. Cleanly won back by the Orangemen. Pyers plays it in deep. Big collision as Brian Creeder gets bumped off the ball for the Orangemen. And now Zarnett's out of his net to play. Penalty about to expire for the Hamilton Hayes. And we'll get a stoppage as the goaltender just puts his glove on it for the whistle. Blanchard, the goaltender for Hamilton, was absolutely fantastic in their 2-1 shootout win against the Niagara Warpix. That game just 2 hours ago. So quick turnaround for both these teams. Still an undetermined start time for the championship game. It is scheduled for 5:30, but there will be somewhat of a delay in between. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Blanchard puts his glove on it, and we get a stoppage. Almost halfway done this first period here in semifinal number 2, and it's a little bit flatter than semifinal number 1. Of course, a 5-3 decision in favor of the Pittsburgh Gods over midnight in semifinal number 1. But just not as much energy, it feels, in this semifinal number 2. The Hayes duo have that 1-0 lead on a beautiful shot. That made it a 1-0 Hamilton lead, and that's where we stand. Out come the Hayes, 3-on-3 across the blue line. There's a shot. Zarnett makes the original save. The rebound comes back out to center. Chasing it after it. It's number 88 and Eric Camara. Camara now, one hand on the stick, playing the backhand. Trying to just find some open space. He sends it in deep. Played on by Lindo. That shot from Camara gets denied. Nelson Pacheco trying to reach after it and find an open spot. Sent all the way down, and icing will be charged against the Hamilton Hayes. Kind of an unnecessary icing for the Hamilton Hayes, unless of course they wanted to change, but a lot of time and space behind his own net and threw it 200 feet around the boards. So the face-off will come right back deep in the Hamilton end. Face off to the left of Blanchard. Clean win. The Orangeman shot. That's get turned aside by Blanchard. On the backhand, just sends it back in deep. Hamilton works the ball here on the near side. That shot turned aside by Blanchard. Here's Fredette. Sends it over to the far wall for the Hamilton Hayes. Hamilton now trying to find their way through the neutral zone, but they elect to go back into their own end. Lavisser sends it over to the far defenseman. 4.5 to go here in the first period of the second semifinal. That doesn't go. Now a 2-on-1 back the other way for the Orangemen. Thrown towards the goal, not on net. And now Hamilton, a 3-on-3. Tired bodies on the floor for the Hayes, though, as they're trying to make a change. That shot had eyes, just missed wide. Back to the point, that shot high and wide. A Hayes player slips and falls, and that causes the turnover. Back come the Toronto Orangemen. Ball's picked up and controlled by the Hayes. Hazeltine, he dishes off as he goes for a change. Out comes Toronto. They trail 1-0 here in the second semifinal. Winner goes on, plays the Pittsburgh Gods. Azevedo trying to get around his man for the Hayes. He can. Chipped out by Hamilton. Racing after it. Two players. Toronto wants a penalty, not going to get it. And now the ball comes right back up the near wall. Ricardo Pyers got that one in the middle of the shot. Just goes wide. Hazeltine, this is Chad Hazeltine. Slides it across the near wall. Hazeltine to go for a change, and they'll get fresh bodies on for the Hayes. 2:30 remaining. First period action. Slipped into the middle. Now Gianaro. The shot from the far side. Good, denied. And a better blocker save by Garnett. Stick swinging from the Orangemen. No calls. Flip scores. Zarnett on the ground. They find a way to put it over him. And the Hamilton Hayes, Sam Provencal makes it a 2-0 lead. Provencal, just a good little heads-up play to see that Zarnett is on his knees on the floor. Just a flip shot right over the goaltender and makes it a 2-0 Hamilton lead. So 2-0 Hayes. A little over 2 minutes to go here in the first period of play. Toronto find themselves down a pair. As the Hayes win that draw back cleanly. Fredette sends it over, and now he receives that pass. Off his blade, though, and it goes in deep. Toronto trying to find a way to break out of the zone here. Fredette chasing it after it. Good pressure by Hamilton, keeping this ball low, deep in the Toronto end. That ball stays in. Now poked out. Little bump. Provencal able to make that. Provencal, the latest goal scorer, has that ball back. Bumped off the ball. No penalties. We play on. 1:10 left to play here in the first period. Stretch pass. Gets the zone, but the ball bounces out. Now through the middle. Leaves it for the far side. Actually had the battle around the referee. And now the Hamilton Hayes will let the offense come back and get a change. Lavisser, he plays catch with his defensive partner. Now diagonally across the floors, they just chip it in. Here's Ben Jutras. Jutras tries to find his way away. Up into the neutral zone rather. High slot. The shot from Jutras high and wide. Off the wall and bounces back in front. Toronto dancing right around that blue line. They finally get it in the zone. Down to just 15 seconds here in the first period. The shot for the point went high and wide. Rebounds controlled by Toronto. 5 seconds remaining in the period. They need to find a lane to shoot this ball. That's going to go wide, and the Hamilton Hayes at the buzzer will have a 2-0 lead. 2-0 Hamilton. End of 12 minutes. 24 more minutes still to play here in the second semifinal. You're watching live coverage of semifinal number 2 right here at the 2019 BAUER Clash of the Titans. Second period about to begin here from the 2019 BAUER Clash of the Titans. It is semifinal number 2. Hamilton has a 2-0 lead over the Toronto Orangemen. Hamilton a full bench, and the Orangemen only 10 players on the bench, so 15 players on their roster, including a goalie. So we'll see if fatigue sets in for the Orangemen here as we get set for the second period of play. They switch ways. Hamilton now in red will run from left to right. That shot goes wide of the net. The Orangemen in white and orange will run from right to left. Big battle along the near wall as the ball squirts out into the corner, and the Hayes try to just shovel that pass around the wall rather to the far wall. Now out come the Hamilton Hayes. 3 wide. He takes it right down Main Street. A couple of slashes, no call though as they play on. Big board battle here as the Toronto Orangemen just pushing that ball and the Hamilton Hayes player away from the net. Out comes Toronto, 2-on-2 across the line. Hazeltine steps up to play his man. The shot goes wide and the rebound is controlled by the Hamilton Hayes. Diagonally across into the Toronto end. Hamilton has that speed with a few extra bodies on the bench and a little more pressure coming in as that pass not controlled and goes out of play off the stick of the Toronto Orangemen. Toronto so far only has been able to muster up 4 shots in this game. Hamilton does have 8. So 8-4 the shots on goal here. Early on in the second period, 10:41 left to go in period number 2. Face-off cleanly won back by Pacheco. Out comes Toronto. Pacheco, he gets that loose ball back. Just dumps it in, but it'll be controlled by the Hamilton Hayes. Out comes Hamilton now into the neutral zone. 3 wide across the blue line. Vincent had the game winner in the shootout against the Niagara War Pigs just a few hours ago. Back come the Hayes, trying to settle it down. Little sauce pass. Good movement though here by Hamilton to cause a lot of open scoring chances. Just trying to outrun Toronto right now and work them down. Swung out, missed by the big defender for Toronto. LaChapelle trying to go high short side. Grabs his own rebound though. To Lavisser. LaChapelle just pulls that back and moves it along the boards. Has a lot of open space. Good patience here by the Hamilton Hayes. That pass gets tipped, and it's controlled now by the Orangemen. 1-on-2, though, and now a third Hamilton Hayes is there to pressure. Hamilton almost caught with too many men on the floor. Referee says no. Back come the Hamilton Hayes. 2-on-2 across the line. That shot just missed low under the glove. Wigmore. That shot goes high and wide. Off the dashboard, controlled once again by the Hayes. Provencal, he's got the second goal this afternoon. Now left for number 72 for the Hayes. Here's Dutras, back to the point. Tipped on goal, Wigmore, second attempt. That one goes high and wide. All Hamilton here in this second semifinal. No real sign of any sort of life coming from Toronto here. Already out of gas here in the second period. Tries to just throw that one up. Wigmore's there to block that pass. Wigmore once again using his speed. Out bustling with that man to the ball. Toronto just desperately trying to get that ball out. As Wigmore still once again keeps that ball in. 3-on-2 back the other way. That shot just goes wide under the glove again. Wigmore pinches in, but that time he can't keep the ball in. Excellent shift for the Hamilton Hayes. Rich Wigmore. Such a small player, but he has such perseverance. And that perseverance is paying off here. Now the Hayes. 2-on-2 across the line. High flip down low. Scholing running after it. On his backhand, plays it around to Tangway. Tangway got his pocket picked by the Orangeman. High flip, that'll be kept in now. On the backhand, trying to just play that one to Genero, but he couldn't handle the pass. One-timer out front, doesn't go. Thrown out towards the front of the net, but it's tipped out of play, and the faceoff will stay inside. This relentless pressure coming from the Hamilton Hayes is just proven to be too much for the Toronto Orangemen, as they are leaning over their sticks. Really tired so far, with only 6 minutes and 58 seconds to go here in the second. So the Orangemen really tired here, trying to find a way to find something left in their tank, as they need 2 just to tie. No shots so far here by the Orangemen here in period 2. Shot 6-0 this period alone in favor for the Hayes. That gets poked right back to the point. Just goes wide of the net. Controlled once again, though, by the Hayes. Vincent. Now up for LaChapelle. LaChapelle working into the middle. They try to feed that one to him. He gets taken down. No call, though. It's 27 for the Orangemen. A bigger body. Able to just out-muscle him to that ball. That shot. Good stop. Zarnett makes that save. Tipped out of play. And the face-off comes outside. Zarnett, once again, a goalie that plays all the games in the tournament. The lone goalie for the Orangemen. Seen a lot of ball this afternoon. Has faced 15 shots now in this game. As this is their second game of the day, they won in the quarterfinals 2-1. As the Orangemen able to defeat the Penn Hills Arsenal 2-1. Penn Hills, of course, the #1 seed heading into Sunday. That ball gets thrown up front, but it's turned over, and now the Hayes have a 2-on-2 coming across the line. Here's Scholing. Scholing with the ball. The shot tipped right into the roof here at Haig Bowl. And we'll say bye to that ball, as it will never come down right upstairs into the roof. Face-off will go to the left of the goaltender for the Orangemen, Zarnett. Hayes keep the lines fresh as they make a quick change and send out the #1 line once again. Genero to take the draw. Lines up on his forehand, but he loses it. Playing in with the hand pass, waved off. Now the Orangemen trying to find that loose ball on the board battle. Pacheco for the Orangemen. He's number 39. He pokes that ball away, but he actually almost put it right on his net. Orangeman, high flip, played with a good stick. That shot gets blocked. The shot, fans on it. Rebound, good stop by Zarnett. Played off the boards into the middle. And the Orangemen will keep it in their zone as they're going to go for a change. Board battle right in front of the Orangemen bench, as they're finally able to get that change that they wanted to do when they made the transition. 4.5 to go in the middle period. 2-0 Hamilton. Now Hamilton into the zone. Van Asseltine couldn't get it off. Here's Fredette. Fredette into the middle. Give and go. Fredette the shot. Good stop by Zarnett. That's his 10th of the period. That ball gets poked, but it's out of the zone rather. And Hamilton comes back. .355 left to play, period number 2. East-west cross the floor pass. Hamilton spins away from trouble and they set up. Fresh bodies coming on for the Hayes as over the boards comes Tangway. Give and go pass. Here comes Hamilton. Vincent now. He plays give and go. Vincent trying to find the streaking in LaChapelle, but the pass was picked off. Diagonally across the floor and then over the zone. Here's Fredette. That shot just misses wide. Fredette's going to go for the change. 3 minutes to go. 2-0 Hamilton here in the second semifinal. Pittsburgh Gods watching on as they'll play the winner of this game. Now Brandon Diamond. He slides that ball across the near wall. And out comes the Hamilton. Icing is called. And Toronto will get an offensive zone face-off. Not a lot of zone time has been spent here in the Hamilton zone as the goaltender Blanchard is yet to make a save here in the second period. As Toronto yet to throw one shot on net here in the second frame. Shots this period 11-0 for the Hamilton Hays. 2-0 for the Hays. There's a shot. Right when you talk about they haven't took a shot, there's a beautiful save by Blanchard. Big board battle now right in front of the Orangeman bench. Wines turns another shot. Good stop by Blanchard. Rebound out front. Another shot and another save. Toronto finds a little bit of life here. Keeping Hamilton on their heels deep in the Hamilton end. Ball gets chipped out and is chafed after by the Orangeman number 24. Played to the line but not out. The shot blocked by his own player. That was blocked by number 72 of Ben Dutrans. Out come the Hays. 1:55 left to go. Could have been offside, but the officials say play on. Good pressure here by Tanguay. Little shove, no penalty on the play though. Dancing it over the line. That shot high and wide. Tanguay, he's able to beat the Orangeman player back to the ball. But Toronto able to stay with that loose ball and go into the zone. Tanguay rims it around the boards all the way to the near side. Out come the Hays. Offside, not across the line yet. They pull it back, come to the near side. Here's Samuel PG. Back to Lavisser with the point. Allows it to go away from PG and all the way around the net. Toronto. Nothing left in the tank here with 45 seconds to go in the period. Lavisser wins and fires. Rebound. And Zarnett makes the save and holds on with 40 seconds to go. Zarnett turned aside 12 shots this period now. They still trail 2-0. Still 2-0 though after one period, so no goals in this second period. And if you're Toronto, you got to find a way to keep Hamilton at 2 and just chip away and get more shots on goal. And hope something goes their way and gets a break. Shots heavily in favor of the Hamilton Hays. As right now, the shots are 20-7. 35 seconds left to go. Toronto trying to find a way out of this pressure that Hamilton has been putting on all game long. Chipped right towards the bench and out of play, and we'll get a stoppage with 26.0 seconds to go here in the second period. Still to come tonight, the 2019 BAUER Clash of the Titans Championship game. Right here from Haig Bowl Arena as WeeStreem is proud to team up with Ballhockey.com and bring you the live coverage of this year's championship quarterfinals and semifinal games, including this one. Hamilton has a 2-0 lead over Toronto. Shot blocked as it goes in diagonally across the zone. Fredette chases after it for the Hamilton Hays. Sent in deep, right towards the goal. Right through the legs of Zarnett, though, as it came right out front off the back wall. That'll be the end of the second period as the horn sounds. 2-0 for the Hamilton Hays. So it was 2-0 after one. That's the way it sits after two. Shots on goal, 20-7 in favor of the Hamilton Hays. You're watching live coverage of the 2019 BAUER Clash of the Titans, brought to you by WeeStreem and Ballhockey.com. Here we go, set for period number 3. The Hamilton Hays have a 2-0 lead over the Toronto Orangemen, and this lead could be a lot more. Zarnett at the other end has faced 20 shots, turned aside 18. Toronto's only been able to put up 7 against Blanchard at the other end. Blanchard been perfect through 2 periods, though. Toronto, they check up and come back in across the line. Out come the Hamilton Hays. McLean just flips that one towards the goal, and we got a stoppage, and the face-off will come to the left of the goaltender, Zarnett. Hamilton obviously wants to put this one away and keep putting pressure and gas in the car and try to find their way to make this lead a little bit more than 2. Toronto, they were able to beat out the top-seeded Penn Hills Arsenal. That was a 2-1 game overtime. And you look at the bench, they only have 15 players. And all these teams coming with 22 or at least 20. So they're running out of gas, but you got to find a way to bury them. Hamilton trying to do just that here. As that ball just out of the reach of LaChapelle. Ball sent all the way back down. Icing is waved off. Now Lavisser. Lavisser takes his time with Toronto, not pressuring at all here. A little over 10:45 to go here in the third period. Fredette back to Lavisser. Now up to Tanguay on the far wall. LaChapelle just in the middle, just trying to open up a passing lane as they go around the boards now. As Azeltine will simply bump that down and go after it. Here's the big man, Ben Azeltine. Takes it away from Zarnett, the goaltender. But he has some support from his D, and now the Toronto Orangemen are able to push that back out across the zone again. 1-0 for the Orangemen. Shot, what a stop by Blanchard. Trying to go upstairs over the glove, but Blanchard up for the task and answers the bell. .9:48 remaining here, period number 3. Hamilton just trying to keep the ball away from Toronto, score if they can, but eat as much time as possible. Toronto got to find some sort of gas in the tank. As now that ball gets played in deep, chasing it and after it. Here's Rich Wigmore. Wigmore, head up. Trying to find an open man here as he throws that one towards the net, but that'll go through the crease. Back for Chad Hazeltine. On the backhand, throw it around to the far corner. Rimmed right around. Hazeltine pinches in, but that's going to come out, but not out of the zone. Tipped in on front. Scholig is there for the Hayes. Played in. Good hand by Tangway to keep that ball alive. Jonathan Tangway just being out-muscled here on the boards, but now he's able to find that loose ball again. High flip from the Orangeman, clears the zone. Hamilton needs to clear, and they do. Now back to Tangway here on the near wall. Fakes the slap shot, comes in, pulls out, rebound right in front of Tangway, but he just couldn't find that loose ball. Jonathan Tangway still with it for Hamilton. Has that relentless speed and pressure that'll just outrun teams. Penalty coming. And it'll be an Orangeman penalty as Tangway got a stick slash out of his hand. And it'll be a minor penalty coming against Toronto. Of course, the 2-0 lead here, and now Hamilton going back to the power play. Not good if you're a Toronto Orangeman fan. As the penalized player, Victor Evzito, goes off for slash. So Evzito in the box for slashing. And it's a power play now for the Hamilton Hayes. 8 minutes, 11 seconds here in the third period. Glad you could be a part of this one. WeeStream's coverage of the 2019 BAUER Clash with Titans here presented by Ballhockey.com and BAUER, of course. And another penalty. And it'll be 2 penalties. It'll still remain a power play. So a slash coming against Toronto. An interference call against the Hamilton Hayes. So we'll play 4-on-3. So 4-on-3 ball hockey. The face-off will come all the way down as Hamilton took the first penalty. So even more open floor. But it does give a little bit of time for Toronto to rest some more players and be prepared for the latter half of this period. Played with a good stick, but the ball comes out of the zone. Hamilton's in. Able to keep that in at the line, but that ball pass comes outside, and they have to tag up. Now in the zone once again. Hamilton sets things up. Back up top. That shot narrowly missing the top right corner. Lavisser wants it back. He gets it. Lavisser to the near side. Fredette back to Lavisser. Shot winds and fires but misses on the one-timer. Lavisser slides to make that play and keeps it into the line. Lavisser with a shot, misses off the base of the net and bounces right back towards the near corner. Thrown out front. Only one to beat for the Orangemen. The goaltender Blanchard will control that and allow Lavisser to come behind his own net. .05 Eastern Standard Time right here in St. Catharines as we are just approaching 6.5 minutes to go here in semifinal number 2. 2-0 Hamilton. First penalized player for Toronto about to come out of the box, and we'll play 4-on-4. Back up top. Hamilton. Ball goes through Tangway. Now down low to the crease. And the goaltender Zarnett makes a save. And now this could cause a little bit of something. Just a light little push all of a sudden sparked Toronto's Danny Rocha to come in and give a shot. So they're saying the Toronto Orangemen are going to get a bounce here as the Hamilton Hayes defenseman came into the scrum. So the face-off is going to come outside. So 2-0 Hamilton with 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Face-off will come outside the blue line. Outside the zone, here we go. Face-off cleanly won back by the Hayes. Just a little bit of time left on this minor power play. Now Tanguay. Replays catch. Now they go in front of the Orangeman bench. First penalized player into the box. The power play is over. Tanguay the shot. Rebound out front. Right to the Toronto Orangeman, but he gets his pocket picked. Good work by Toronto to get that ball back. Played into the near boards here as they're trying to just tick off the remaining 5 minutes and 50 seconds. That shot was wide. Controlled by the Hamilton Hayes. Back to the point. They pull it out, and they're going to regroup to allow the change. 5.5 to go, 2-0. Hamilton still leads. Both goals came back in the first period. Now the Hayes out in front of their own net. Electing to just go back behind their net and cycle here and try to find a clean breakout. Back to 5-on-5 hockey, by the way. Fredette through Hazeltine into the middle. Back to Fredette here on the near wall. Out they come. LaChapelle and Fredette switch sides. Good patience here by Hamilton as they are just wearing out the Toronto Orangemen. 5 players on the floor and allowing a lot of time to tick off the clock. LaChapelle takes a stick. He may turn that one over right in front of net, but a better defensive play by Hamilton's number 10 of Brandon Diamond to pull that away. Nobody there for Hamilton. They're going for a change. Here comes Fredette now, passing it back. Diamond with it. 4.5 to go here in the third period. Fredette, little pass into the middle, and they have a 3-on-2 coming across the line. LaChapelle over to the far side. Hazeltine. He couldn't handle that pass as he gets out muscled on the boards. Now back in it come the Hamilton Hayes, rather. He gets shoved off the ball. The Orangemen try to find his path out of the zone. Long stretch pass. Called in, but it will be picked off and it will be controlled by the Hamilton Hayes. Orangemen making a change so they were easily allowed access into the zone. Right around 2 defenders. The goaltender Zarnett plays it to the bench side. Jutras trying to shovel that away. He was being bothered by a couple of Orangemen, including Ricardo Pyers. Shot misses wide. Shot smothered up by Zarnett, and we got a stoppage. 3:07 left to go. And 2 big men here, one for the Orangemen and one for Hamilton. As Brian Creeder having some words with Steven Scholing. Faceoff now stays deep inside the Toronto end. Just 3:07 left to go here in the period. 2-0 Hamilton. Face-off, one back by the Toronto Orangemen, and they clear it out in the far wall. That shot misses wide. Controlled here by Toronto. Thrown towards the goal, off a couple of bodies, and squirts out behind the cage. Blanchard down. The net is going to come off, so we're going to get a stoppage, and the face-off should remain inside the Hamilton end. If Hamilton goes off to win, they will take on the Pittsburgh Gods. Unsure of a start time, probably close to 6 p.m. It is scheduled for 5:30, but I can't see that time holding true, as it's 5:04 right now from Haig Bowl. Just not sure what we're waiting for here. As I'm being told, the goaltender at the other end is now set to go. Here come the Hayes. 3-on-3 across the line. Left for Tangway.
No.
Tangway takes a swing. Able to shovel off that swing from the big man, Creeder, for the Toronto Orangemen. .220 left to play here in the third. Now Tangway. He's in over the line. A couple of late players coming in for the Hayes. That bounce pass, going to bounce right at the stick. Now controlled, but they throw it right back to Tangway. Tangway, a little flip pass to the point. Hazeltine. Shot easily turned aside, and the rebound controlled by the Orangemen. Just a matter of killing the clock now for Toronto. Icing waved off. Ben Hazeltine back behind his net. He'll play the ball. Hazeltine to the far side for LaChapelle. Hazeltine behind his net, now to the near side. Minute and a half to go. LaChapelle now back on the strong side. Flip pass for Fredette, but it goes right back in for the defenseman for Hamilton. Now Lavisser on the give and go. Fredette coming in late here on a 2-on-1. Fredette, LaChapelle. LaChapelle spins away. Fredette on the doorstep. Fires, but he just can't pull the trigger and get enough on it. 1:05 left to play here in the third period. Hamilton up by 2. Toronto just not showing any sign of gas left in the tank here, as Hamilton has been all over him in this semifinal. LaChapelle gets the ball in. Kept into the line as that gets sent in diagonally across the zone. Fredette's able to poke that away. Out comes the goalie, 6 on for the Toronto Orangemen now. Last attempt, as they only have 33 seconds. Here's Esvito. Tried to throw that one across for the Orangemen. Bumped along the boards, play on as the ball gets sent all the way down the floor. Just 15 seconds left to go. The Orangemen have to take up on the outside. Empty net still for the Toronto Orangemen, but that will do it. They've run out of time. Just 3 seconds left to tick off the clock. The whistle sounds, and the Hamilton Hayes. Pittsburgh Gods, that is your 2019 championship game right here, which will take place Haig Bowl. WeeStream's coverage of it will take place shortly. But a final score, Hamilton 2, Orangemen 0 in semifinal number 2. Stay with us. The championship game is next between the Hayes and the Gods right here at the 2019 BAUER Clash of Titans.